A friend? Son of a friend? Son of a friend? Do I hit this? I don't see a reason to hit it. You son of a bitch. You absolute... you. That was so good. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. God damn it. That was so good. That was a great range of bullshit. Damn it! I wasn't own voice, it's weird, but like I also I don't know if other people like my voice. People who like me like my voice, but like in general, who knows? Like literally do voices like all the No! Stupid momentum! Stupid momentum! Hey, just throw them willy-nilly. You have to time those things. Ah! Why do I say things? Why do I speak? Giving Box the ability to do Kaizos whenever he feels like it's a bad idea.
One eternity later.
How didn't I do that last time? I think I did that last time. I didn't? Well, I'm just stupid then. Goodbye, Shielder. I will talk about your level later. Oh my god. Alright, well, that was cool. I'll let Ronaldo know about those things. I think he's gonna rewatch these later anyway. But I'll let him know about the soft lock and stuff. Goodbye, level. Bye, level. Well, hopefully some people show up. I know it's been a while since I've actually streamed. This felt like I needed to do a video update. I'm gonna post the video onto my... I'll post the video up on my Discord later and just have like a little like video update about stuff. Freaking slippery damn ice. My god. My probably Lord. Turn my effects off on here. Good lord, what was the spaghetti there? Oh. It's fine, We're gonna hit the P. We're gonna hit the P. Wait. Is this fake? Wait, is that fake? Can you get in here? It's fake! Why? Why is that fake? We'll see. You're dealing with like a pro gamer here, you know? Damn it. What on? Hey, Volt. Oh, I've been talking about it a few days in different Discords because it's been kind of annoying. And, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. What? gonna run an ad break real
Release
fast just
me
so ads
from
are gone
this.
while I talk to people.
Unless there's a spike here. It broke. Oh. Goodbye, goodbye, Wiggler. Alright, let's look at this room. How do I do this? I think I break this. Do this. And then do this. You bitch! Everything's wonderful. Everything's fine.
Carl's windlust must
Everything's
be
wonderful.
satiated someday.
Flies over the whole level. We all know that I'm gonna die. It doesn't. Like, the cheese doesn't really matter. I don't think. Oh, what? No! I hit the. I hit the ghost of all things.
Hey, Buck.
Please don't clip that. I'd appreciate not clipping that.
Chat never listens. Chat always clips the things they say don't clip. Damn it, chat. Rude.
I'm dead.
Box, how are you feeling, dude? You okay?
Progress.
The brain fog is real. Damn.
Level.
Well, try to.
Ah. Okay, we're fine.
Well, that's good. At least you're breathing a little better.
So.
Try to keep your fever down as best you can. Try to stay hydrated best you can. Quarantine away from Casey as best you can.
I was wrong both ways. I was like, I'm going down. It's not down. It's not up. Oh, okay. When I'm weak. Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
got
yeah.
attacked by an ad. Sorry, Casey.
How little it likes me. So it's
Oh,
probably
damn
pretty
it.
strong right now, right?
I blame Box.
Yeah. It's gonna be like the strongest it is right now, right? Because it could never be any stronger. As Zapdos had fucking heat wave.
Not the random lag.
Oh wait, I think you have to just
Oh,
yeah, okay, there we
This one. Alright, there we go. Yo, Kelso, what's going on, man?
Oh,
go.
man.
Oh, you're never gonna get
Tricks.
ice cream trolled again, troll. Trixon, that's
Aw,
a once in a lifetime.
Oh, I miss hanging out with
that
Trix.
was my favorite.
I miss hanging out with
That's a
Trix.
once in a lifetime troll.
Trix got really busy. I got really busy, and we
Let's do
we haven't been able to hang out for a while. I miss hanging out.
Alright, let me just
Okay, you get all those and guard me.
I'm gonna just talk to your manager about these janky polls and horrible hitboxes. No,
Trix is a dad now? What?
Caustic!
How? When? What? I'm going to fuck him off so hard.
Well, I guess we're just here forever, Mr. Crocodile. You bitch!
He didn't tell me any of that. He messaged me like a few weeks ago. What the fuck?
Wait, what? Oh, balloon.
Man. I'm gonna go beat him up now.
I did learn something from the game we played that Dan is very good at Mario Party.
I don't pay attention to. You know how many Discords I'm in? Like a billion.
Well, that was just rude. That was just rude.
I'm still gonna go fuck him off. It's like I try to pay attention to Box's Discord too, but I miss
That
out on
was
like
a
so
bit
many messages
weird.
Box
That
says.
looked a little different than the back. I knew it! How would I ever... I'm just going.
Like, did he know about this?
God
that
damn!
taunt. Yeah.
The main problem there is up here.
I feel like because I
All
hopped
this
on at some
going
point,
on
you
up
and I
here
do have
is
to play
what's
Hex just
causing me
before I
the
go to
most
bed.
physical
So hopefully
discomfort.
that we can make that happen.
Oh, hey, there's a
Visceral
walk.
reaction
What is this
to
effect? You've got like a hand pointing
This
at the
area is
hammer.
not good either. I hate this. But
That's
I'm genuinely
Markiplier
worried.
giving us a tour of DDD, I guess.
Oh, please flip that.
I thought it was just the chopped cheese I had at lunch, but I guess not. Ding, level 2.
I'm murdering my first boy.
You know how hard it's going to be for us to actually die playing Warriors?
I mean, it's not our fault it rolled warrior.
I mean, it didn't for you.
One says and then gets horribly
there are
murdered
no
as a warrior.
mage orcs in this timeline yet. Why? I get it, and it goes back the other way.
Hello, everybody. Let me turn the music down slightly. That's one as background noise, so it's not completely quiet in here. It's not an option right now. Shush, Nightfox. People are talking. Alright, so like, I know I haven't been streaming lately. I haven't been talking a lot lately either. Like, I talk on my Discord here and there, and I've gone to different people's streams. Life's just been super complicated for me the past, like, while. Also, thank you for subscribing again, Box. I appreciate it. I didn't realize that was happening like 8 minutes ago. My bad. Yeah, there's just a bunch of things I need to talk about. I mean, I don't mind answering questions either, but like, basically about a month and a half ago, just stuff started happening, and at first it wasn't like bad stuff, but like it put a lot of pressure on me. Like, my sister invited me to go to Japan. And you know, I lifelong dream to go to Japan, yeah. And I got approved to go away and everything. It was very short notice, like a month and a half to get ready to go across the world is not a lot of time when you were basically the only person working in your house, and there's so many things that need to be done. First, I had to get documents to get a passport to make it happen, and that was a whole debacle. Because there was like stuff that was wrong. There was like passports and documents I had to redo. I had to like fix a bunch of things and then apply, and it was a bunch of things, and it was just weeks of just stuff on top of other things that were happening at the same time. And unfortunately, like there was just it just took a lot of work to get it all working. Can we turn that down a little bit? Let's have a little background music. It's just it was just a lot of stuff to get ready for the trip to Japan. I am going. I wasn't sure I was going at first. I am going. So next Friday, I will be going to Japan. It will be about 2 weeks, with transition time in there for like an extra couple of days on both sides. But 2 weeks solid in Japan. So it's like a week in Tokyo-ish, and then some other stuff. You hear the outro song, so now you'll leave. Okay, I mean that's fine. So that's great. So I'm going to Japan. Obviously, I need money for Japan, and you know that's been a bit of a struggle in a short time period as well. But you know that's just fine. Like it's whatever. I'm doing fine. I've done like a bunch of overtime and some other stuff to just try to prepare for that. Which I've had to deal with a lot of documents and money stuff from the documents as well, and other things going on. But like most of the stuff for my trip to Japan is ready and set. I will bring back lots of souvenirs. I plan to document the whole trip on my Discord, and that will be cool. So there will be pictures of constant updates on my Discord for the Japan trip. So during all of the preparing for this trip, my grandma, unfortunately, so my grandma is 99. She's very old, but she's always been very like independent and spry for her age, and like she had a stroke, so she's been in the hospital the past couple weeks, and that's been like really high pressure added to things, because I was already dealing with like getting ready for this trip, and then now that she had a stroke, and it's been hard for me and my family, and you know, she's here and there, she's having trouble in a lot of ways. She's not, you know, it's just been bad. Like it's not been good. But it's just something we're trying to work through as a family, and it's hard. It's very hard dealing with that sort of like just personal family stuff, you know what I mean? It hurts me to see her like weak and not strong that I've seen her my like whole life as. You know, it can get very emotional some days. Just seeing her like that, and it's just hard. Um, so that's the problem. We're still working on like a bunch of stuff with that, like trying to take care of her, dealing with the bills from this, cuz like it's not so much like it's not just that she had a stroke, it's that like we don't know if we can take care of her as she is right now, because she's like unable to walk on her own anymore, and she can't feed herself right now, and it's like one of those things where it's like she needs constant medical care now, and it's already really hard because my dad is disabled, so it's like we have like a lot of stuff going on at home already, and like we can't afford nursing at home, so we're trying to figure out like if there's like a place she can go for nursing like elsewhere, and so like she can get like attention and maybe physical therapy to help her with the legs, but the doctors aren't sure because she's very old. Like that's the problem. She's 99. 99 is a really hard age to deal with with this kind of thing, so it's been complicated. I won't go into too much details, but it's just something we're really like trying to deal with. Like it's a bunch of things. That's cool, Vault. So we're just dealing with that, and so that's been happening. On top of that, we have a lot of like I'm sure people deal with this in a lot of families, but like there's basically just like a lot of family that are just also kind of getting in the way and being a problem. Like people who are like, "Oh, she's gonna die soon, so I want to like push my way in and try to get money out of the family," or things like that. Like basically people trying to steal stuff that are from my family that are like constantly kind of fighting with us, and it's complicated. And I'm like, I just it's really hard because like I can't really defend people like it's complicated. My family has like a very complicated dynamic with them, and it's like I just want things to be fine, and my like mom and dad to be taken care of. Like it's very it's always been hard because I'm the only one that works for and takes care of them basically. And it's just like having other like extended family come in and try to like come in and be like, "Oh, well, what's ours?" And it's just like, what do you mean? Like, get the fuck away from me! Like, get the fuck away from my family! Like, it's hard. Yeah, basically, box. It's just like people are. It's like vultures. Like, I consider a lot of my extended family vultures. Like, cause they just want things, and my grandma's not in the ground, guys. Like, and even if she was, fuck you. Kind of my attitude about it, and it's like it is very hard because it makes things more difficult because like basically family is just fighting a lot, and dealing with extended family is hard. And there is complications there. That that I can't go into some legal so I can't go into some legal details about this like on the stream, but like I have like we've had like some threats of becoming homeless, which has been terrifying. Because like but my dad's supposed to get the house we live in. Like he's but like there's extended family that are basically trying to like fight their way in and take it from him, and it's been a problem. And it's like I just want my parents to be able to live like proper lives and not have to deal with this crap. Like it belongs to them, but like people will just try to steal everything they can from you if they can, and it's a problem. And it's just like it's terrifying because like I don't want to be homeless. That would be real awful. It's already hard enough to take care of my family as it is, without needing to be like all in one tiny apartment together. Uh, so like that's been a big pressure thing as well. Just extended family, just circling like vultures and fighting with us and trying to take things from us, and it's been just awful. So I'm dealing with the emotional problems of having my grandma in the hospital with a stroke who can't take care of herself anymore, and we can't take care of her properly even if we wanted to. Like we looked into having nurses at our house, and it was like 30 grand a month. 30 grand a month, and I was like, well, I'll just shoot myself in the head now. That's more than I make like what? 30 grand a month? Woo! Wow. So, I just want things to work out and my family to be happy. But it's hard. But like I can't go into super details about everything. It's just there's stuff going on that's difficult with family and everything. And yeah, so I'm worried about my grandma still. I'm hoping she can recover from this, or at least like be in a state where she's not just stuck at the hospital just being miserable. She's talking better than she was, and I've been feeding her and taking care of her best I can at the hospital when I'm like on breaks. That's basically what I've been doing. I take breaks and I go see my grandma for like a few hours here and there. Um, I don't know. It's been really hard just dealing with these people. Um, yeah, 30 grand a month is like insane. Even health, like even housing, like housing with nurses, like 24-hour nurse care. is still like 10 grand a month. Which is why we've been like, what? 10 grand a month is like a lot of money. Uh it's just very expensive where I live, and it's just like I don't know what they expect people to do. Just like, oh, your grandmother is dying, so we want you to mortgage everything and sell everything you own in order to make sure that she can stay alive a few extra days. Like, it's like, what? I don't want to, huh? It's so much money. Like, I don't understand how that's even feasible. Like, how is that even feasibly the amount? Like, and I'm not even talking about like high end places. Like, it's crazy. So I'm dealing with a lot. My family's dealing with a lot, because of that. But there's also other stuff going on as well. So let's push the family stuff to the side. Like that's pretty much the update there. Like there's no real conclusion to that right now. We're just dealing with it day by day. um the other stuff going on, and this is all happening at the same time within like a month and a half time frame. I have not had a lot of time to process or deal with a lot of this. I mean, I have been dealing with like all of this constantly, which is why I haven't been able to stream and haven't really done anything. Even though I beforehand I was doing like a ton of stuff, and then suddenly I just stopped because like just so many things started going on. And I know it sounds like excuses and stuff because like I don't know. I really love streaming. It's very hard right now, and there's a couple of reasons for that. I'll go into like the details of like just work stuff. So I I've been trying to get new positions at my job. If I know it's not excuses, but they feel like excuses. Like, oh yeah, like life happens. Why can't you just do things? Like, I don't know, man. It's I I get it. It's the thing is like even though I'm doing this video update and like the finicky nature of like streaming is like complicated because like whenever you take breaks, like you'll never see somebody again, and it kind of sucks. Like because like if you're not consistent, like people just stop coming. And I get it. Like there's things to do and other people to watch, but it does feel bad because you get used to people. Like I get used to people in chat. Like if all of a sudden Box just stopped like all of a sudden coming to my channel, like I would feel bad. And I do feel bad when I like just never see someone again. Like I just won't stream for a few months because life has been like beating the crap out of me, and then I'll just never see someone again, and it does feel bad. I know it's stupid to think like that because it's like, well, it's just a thing. Twitch is rough about consistency, yes. And it's nothing against people. Like I don't feel like it's not it's no one's obligated to watch me. Like you know what I mean? No one's obligated to watch me. I get that, and it's fine. It's not the problem I'm having. It's like I feel bad because I want to do this stuff. This is something I'm so passionate about, and I think I think some people who have been on my Discord and have known me for a while know that I actually am really I'm really passionate about this stuff, and I have like so much fun doing the things and the projects that I do for this stuff, and trying to make cool things and just hanging out and doing stuff. Like I am very passionate about streaming and just content online and just like the social and entertainment dynamics that like streaming gives you. But like I struggle here and there because sometimes work just becomes ass and I can't do anything about it. Um, that brings me to kind of like the work stuff mostly. Like I work 12 hours. I work 12-hour shifts. And I work anywhere between like 40 to 60 plus hours a week generally, sometimes more. Um I have been known to work 80 to 100 hours in 1 week. And it's hard. It's a lot of hours. and it's tiring, and then, like, coming on and streaming or having any sort of stream schedule is, like, so difficult, with those, that amount of hours. Because if I do, like, a big, long, like, set of work hours, it is very hard to just stream for the, like, 4 to 6 hours. Because you really can't only stream, like, an hour and have it matter, right? It has to be at least 3 to 4 hours to, like, feel significant, like you actually did something, like Um, so it's one of those things where it's becoming, like, increasingly difficult to, like, manage what I want to do and what I have to do. It is very hard, yeah. I was gonna say something, like, along those lines. It's like, it's not that I don't want to be here and stream, it is that I am so tired that I generally sleep when I get home, and I don't actually have fun. I don't go and play other video games. I don't go hang out with friends. Like, my life is literally work and pay bills and hope my family is all not on the street tomorrow. That is my entire life. And then streaming is like the only hobby I really have, like, at all. Welcome back. Like, it's really weird to say something like that, where it's like streaming is like the only thing I do on the side, but it's actually true. I don't go hang out with friends. I don't leave my house, like, unless I go to work. Like, it's like work or grocery store, and like that's it. Like, I don't go anywhere else. I don't have time. I just, like, 12-hour days are just so long. And it's like, when I do have free time, I generally when I do have free time, I genuinely spend it doing Twitch stuff, either setting up for streams by making effects or doing things, or, like, hoping that I can do stuff for my stream later. Yeah, and it's like, so, on that topic, basically, it's like, I'm having trouble, like, wanting to do what I want to do with stream. And the thing is, I want to just make content and make cool effects and make things that make the channel interactive. And I was doing that recently, like adding more to the everything and learning a new coding language and doing stuff like that. And I was doing pretty good. Like, I was making a lot of really cool things, doing a lot of cool things, but then I just didn't have time to stream. Like, it doesn't feel like I have enough time to make things for stream and work. It's kind of awful that way. And it sounds lazy because it's like, oh, and I don't have time to edit videos and post shorts on YouTube and edit things and put them out and do all these other things, and it sounds like excuses, but there just isn't enough time to do all these things in my current schedule. And it's just, it's making it makes it very difficult, as I am getting frustrated with myself and just things in general. And I'm sure this past couple of weeks has made it, like, abundantly clear that, like, I'm not as stable as I wish I was for certain things. Right. I mean, sure. That's the dream everyone has. But I do, um I have been pushing for different hours at home or at work. There's two positions that have opened up at my job. One is 8 to 4, and one is 9 to 5, and that would let me work, like, stable, like, 7-hour days and, like, get every weekend off, like, or basically every weekend off. And it would help me stabilize and have more consistency and be able to stream rather than just random bursts of, like, 12-hour days on random schedules that I can't predict, and makes it really hard to be consistent. If I could get either of these two positions, it would make it really, it would let me be able to stream properly and actually be a streamer properly. I think I could actually, like, make a consistent schedule and be able to actually stream. If I can get an actual consistent stable schedule, it would make things a lot better. and I am pushing for it. My bosses at my job, however, are pushing against it because they don't want me to leave the department that I'm in currently. So I've been fighting with management about switching these positions while dealing with all these other things in my life. I'm also dealing with my bosses and whether or not they want me to work in these positions, even though I need it and I want it because it'd be easier for me to take care of my disabled dad and my grandma if I have to, and it would make my hours more stable for me to be able to stream and enjoy my life a bit more. Because streaming is probably the only thing that I find enjoyment in these days. Besides, you know, certain personal interpersonal relationships and stuff but generally streaming is the only thing that like I do for fun. Um and I really want these positions. I'm trying for them, and I finally broke my boss down and got I got an interview for one of them coming up. I might have to do the interview while in Japan on the computer, which kind of sucks, but you know, hey, you know, it's at least an interview. I'm hoping he's not trying to just like placate me and just like, oh yeah, we gave you an interview, but we're just gonna hire somebody else anyway. Because they're trying to outsource, and I am trying to just not let them, and they're not happy about it because I think they're trying. They really want to just outsource the position, and I'm trying to just move to the position, and they don't want me to leave my department. So it's complicated. So I'm basically fighting a board of directors while like dealing with all sorts of things, and it's like super annoying. While also dealing with all the other crap going on in my life. Start hunting a new job. That is way less. That is way harder where I live than you think it is. I do not live in America. I work at a hospital, and it is the only one within like 500 miles. Is probably one of the best paying jobs in my area. Like working at this place, it has the best benefits. It has probably the best pay. Why is there only one hospital within 500 miles? Because not everything is America. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is. I mean, if I eventually have to leave this job, I would. But I have to think it's not just about leaving. You gotta remember, like, I also have my whole family to take care of. I'm the only one who works. Like, I'm the only one who can take care of my family. And it's like, if I don't do it, or I try to go to a new job outside of what I'm already doing that's stable, this is a stable job. Like, leaving it would be really bad if I go somewhere that isn't stable, if that makes sense. Like, I would be in so much trouble. So it's very hard for me to want to leave. Even though I don't really have a life outside of it. And my best option is this side position where I am. It's just hard. Um, so it's not a viable option really, like at all. So I'm trying not to get sidelined at these positions. There's a couple of reasons that they can't sideline me, but like I have a contract and I technically have a preferential treatment to other people outside of the business. So technically I should get the position. But if they tried to hire somebody outside of the job, and even though I applied for it, I can then sue them, and it's complicated because then they breach contract, and I have to like decide whether or not suing them is worth it. And there's a bunch of also like crazy logistics in that. So yeah, I just want this new position because it would help me live a better life. Um, Assuming like some other shit doesn't happen to make my life go crazy. The thing is that they already know that they already know that they like me in my current position. And the problem is that you can't talk to bosses that way. Like you can't just tell them, "Oh, why don't you just outsource my position then and I'll just take this new one." That's not how bosses think in corporations. Corporations are gonna go, no, you're already where you are. You can just stay there, and we'll just try someone else in this position. You just do what you're already doing. It is actually hard to like convince like corporate bosses that like their decision making is bad. It is pretty complicated. I've already worked in this position before. They already know that I'm good at it. It's not about trial running. They already know I'm a good worker. They just aren't sure they want to let me leave my current position. Yeah, it's just complicated because like my position's very harder to put somebody in because of the long hours. You gotta remember, it's a lot more appealing from the outside perspective to work like a 9 to 5 than it is from the outside perspective to work like a 12-hour shift that could be anywhere from God knows how many hours and plus. So like it's easier for them to fill the position that I want outside than it is for them to fill the position I'm currently doing from the outside, if that also makes sense. So again, I've been fighting with my bosses. I've been dealing with my grandma. I've been dealing with family. I've been dealing with like trying to get ready for this Japan trip, and I've also just been like thinking about stream a lot. And the thing is, I the thing is like I don't know if I can keep streaming if I don't get these jobs. Like if I don't get Gather the Dragon Balls, I mean, yes, I would love that. If I can't get better hours soon, I don't know if I can handle doing streaming anymore. Like I don't know. I really want to, but it's like I feel like because of the amount of hours I put into the streams and everything else, like it's the only thing I do outside of sleeping and eating and going to work. And I want to do it and I want to put the effort into it, but if I can't work like stable hours, it feels so hard to be consistent and make it worthwhile to do. Ow, leg cramp. Ah, damn. Sorry about that. Ow. Random leg cramp. I had to work today even though I was off. And my leg hurts. Ah, sorry about that. Ugh. Random leg cramp pains. Anyway. All right. Back to what I was saying. I don't know if it's like I don't know if I can keep doing it. Like I'm just so tired. And it's like there's so much there's so much going on in my life that it's like it's really hard for me to like come on and for hours. Go live with the polar bears. See, if I was an asshole and I could just and then I just leave my family to die, I'm sure that would be an option, but I'm not an asshole, therefore I will take care of my family even if it means not having a life. That's just kind of how it is. um so as for the streaming after I take this trip to Japan, um, it's gonna be very, very heavily based on whether or not I get this new position or one of these two new positions. I think it's gonna be one of those I really have to think about it things, and maybe I'll feel less stressed once more stuff is resolved with my grandma, and my family. But right now, I just don't see it being viable as like just even as a hobby because it's so much time that you have to put into streaming. And it's just I love it, but it's also something where it's like I don't know if I can keep doing it and be happy with it. Like I'm not happy with it right now because like I feel like I stream once every couple of weeks and then sometimes I do bursts where I'm like active as hell and then I'm not active. And I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with how it is. I'm not happy with the quality of my streams. I'm not happy with what I can do for my streams. Like I've made like a lot of cool things. I only half programmed a bunch of new stuff and I'm not satisfied like with with the way that I'm streaming right now. And like maybe I just need like until like a lot of things are like sorted out just, you know. Yeah. It's fine, H-Fold. I'm going to put this video on my Discord later if you want to hear the rest. So it's fine. Um have a good night. I needed to think about a bunch of stuff. And I really want this new position. I really hope I can get it. I don't want to get blocked by my job, but I also need to like think about whether or not it's viable for me or if I'm happy streaming right now. Like, is my life just too complicated to make it a thing anymore? And it's just like something I have to pick up again, like in the future. Like, I don't want to give up on streaming. Like, I want to do it, and I feel really bad about like even considering not streaming because it's not like I hate it. It's not like I'm burnt out from streaming. I'm just burnt out in life. Like, life is just complicated. And it's funny because like a lot of people when Geek retired, I like wanted me to like start doing like Friday, Saturday troll streams, and I wanted to, and then I realized it was fucking impossible with my schedule. And I did it for like a few weeks, and I was like, wow, I keep working Friday and Saturday plus a bunch of other things at the same time and doing 2 streams. I was gonna have a fucking stroke. I literally felt like I was gonna die. And it was pretty bad. And I feel bad about that because like I really did want to like I hate not being able to help the troll community more and like Mario Maker stuff more and like just be more involved with things. Again, this is like part of why I feel unhappy about my streams. Like I don't feel satisfied because I can't do the things I want to do. I can't I can't be like available like I want to be available and I can't help the things I want to help. Sure. I'll go do that to my boss who makes like $1 million a year and get security to then escort me out of the fucking building when they fire me. Sure, I'll get right on that. Oh man. Like I just I I just feel like I need these different hours. And if I can get these different hours, I can make the content I want to make. And I can do the hours I want to do and I can have more control over my life. Um so it's just yeah. Apparently I don't Carl and Carl and Juz are having a troll race today. I did help with that, which I with Dan, we did a race offline to test it, so that's cool. I hope people go watch that. Um doing this video on the day of SGDQ is probably not my smartest move, but hey, it's fine. Um I'm trying to think of anything else I need to tell you guys. Japan, family, grandma, the streaming difficulties, the stress in general, like the quality I want my stream to be. I know it sounds stupid, like there's so many people that like just hit the go live button and they're just sad. They're fine with it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just once in a blue moon hit the go button and just do nothing. Like it just feels like a waste of time. Like I clearly don't do this for money, but I don't want it to be like just hitting to go live button fine. It's for some people. I think that's true. Yeah, I think that's fine. For me though, I don't want to just hit the go live button. I want everything to be what I want it to be. I want it to be a live interactive entertainment experience with me also playing games I want to play and me interacting with chat in a fun way that's unique because I like built that into like the stream. I want it to be content I want it to be. I don't want to just play games. I don't want to just show up. I don't want to just sit here and be quiet. I want to like make it like a connective experience. If I'm gonna stream, I want it to be something that chat, does stuff with, and it feels like we're accomplishing something together in a way, something unique. A lot of like, I don't want to say a lot of times I feel like streamers are lazy, but like, I feel like there's so much that streamers could do more of that they don't. Um, like it's just that there's no other experience like streaming. And I feel like there's more that I can do. And I feel like I want to do more. And if I can't do it, then I don't want to be here kind of deal. Like, it's just, it's complicated. Because like I said, everything that's going on right now is complicated. Like, I want to do more. And I want to be able to be here and be consistent. I want to be able to make shorts. I want to be able to make YouTube videos. I want to be able to make content. I want to be able to have daily things that I can do. I want all those things to be a thing that I can do because it's something I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was like 16, I wanted to make YouTube videos. I wanted to do all of that. I was constantly told by every single fucking person around me that I would waste my time learning to edit YouTube videos or recording game footage and doing anything. And I didn't have the technology I have now that I got, like, because I have a good job now. I've never had that. I've been poor my whole life. And this hospital gave me the opportunity to have like a iPhone that captures my facial expressions. Let me buy this model after having like working with artists to make this, to let me like actually play games and stream with internet because I didn't have good internet before this. And I've always wanted to do these things. And it's like I finally have the opportunity to do the things I've always wanted to do, but I have no time to commit to them. You know how frustrating that is? I've lived a life of very hard struggles, and I don't want to like be like, wham, boo hoo, my life's been hard. Everyone's life is hard. I get that. Everyone lived a like a hard life. I have worked since I was like 12 years old. I got a GED when I was 16 because I dropped out of high school. Because if I didn't drop out of high school, I was going to either die or end up killing somebody because of gangs and bullshit growing up. And I had to just start working when I was a teenager. And I've just worked ever since. And I've never been able to do the things I wanted to do. And making content online, it's been so hard for me watching people online become famous and rich off of things that I wanted to do before it was even fucking popular. And then like I finally get into a position where I can finally like afford to do the things I want to do and make the things I want to make, and I don't have time for it. It is so frustrating. It is so unbelievably, unfathomably frustrating. But I didn't have much choice growing up. My dad's been disabled since I was like really young. My mom has done the best she could working, and me working and keep just paying the bills to the point where my mom just couldn't work anymore, and I've been the only one paying the bills for a really long time. And I know it's stupid. I know it's dumb to complain about working hard and doing living a life basically. It's stupid, and it's almost petty saying that I had ideas that were $1 million ideas and then just being like, those people just had better opportunities than me. And it's kind of true, because I gotta tell you, man, years ago, there was no money in YouTube. There was no money making games, and then suddenly there was. And when I was younger, I saw like people like Markiplier and PewDiePie like making shit before they had millions of like subscribers, and then like by the time I was in my 20s, they were making millions of dollars. And it was stuff that I thought was like, I could do that. I could make video content, but I'm just poor and I can't. I can't just not work. So here we are. I finally get to a position where I can stream. I can make YouTube videos. I can afford to edit videos with editing software and stuff. It is partially luck and partially effort. That is correct. I would say that like a lot of times when it comes to being a streamer and a content creator, it is like it's effort, but it's also like if you have like a decently well-off family, generally you have better chance, because like if you're poor, there's no way you can afford the internet to put videos up. You can't afford a computer to edit your work. You can't afford the new games. You can't afford any of that crap. Like, people don't realize, like, most people can buy one game a year, like, in general. Like, most people cannot afford big expensive computers that can edit things and do all this crazy shit. I mean, it's getting easier now. But like I'm talking about like back then, like when some of the big juggernauts started, people like Markiplier and people like Asmongold, those guys are only there because their families just just gave them money, and then they got lucky and basically became millionaires because their family supported the shit out of them, because like they weren't making money at first and their parents were just giving them money because they believed in them. Like there is definitely like, especially for like some of the first streamers, there's definitely a big support system for them because there's no way that most of those people were working and doing some of that stuff. Like it's yeah. A lot of those people were like literally just having their families pay for their bills, and then all of a sudden they started making actual money. Yeah. I've had like tons of computers growing up. None of them were able to record video, like ever. Like I remember trying to record videos when I was like a teenager, and they were like so low quality, and I could only record so long because it would use all the memory on my computer. Like it's actually pretty crazy. Like, and then but you would then see people like Markiplier put like things like hours of like amnesia, and you're just like, how does he fucking do this shit? How is he doing like 10-hour videos or like parts and shit and like not having his computer explode? And it's because he like literally had a god computer when he was like really young. That's basically it. He just had like the craziest most expensive setup, because a computer back then, like we're talking like 20 plus years ago, to be able to record games and shit, that was insanely expensive. Like way more expensive than it is now. Like it is, yeah, that is nuts thinking about stuff like that. But again, I think it's a little petty of me to be like, man, I could have done that stuff. And I think a lot of people when they grow up, they probably watch this shit was like, I could do that. And it's true. A lot of people think they can do stuff like that. And everybody wants to be a streamer now. Blah blah blah. But the point is like I'm frustrated because now I finally am in a position where I can stream and I can record and I can have a decent computer and I can do all these things, but I don't have time to be consistent and do the things I want to do, which is why I'm basically at the point where I am right now, which is frustrated. I want to do more. I want to be consistent. I want to be entertaining, and I want to do stuff that other people don't do because I am creative and I want to be creative. I mean, kind of. I I've been working at the hospital now that I work at for like 6 years, 7 years. I I realized during COVID, hey, I'm kind of stable money-wise now. Like I can actually try for some dreams in my life rather than just being a workhorse and dying. Cuz that's kind of been my whole life, is just I just work and work and work and work, and then I sleep and I work and I sleep and I work. And I kind of still do that, but I realized that I could at least shoot for some goals and dreams in my life, like streamer, content maker, making video games. Like that's one of the reasons I love watching you making video games, because like that's a huge dream I've had my whole life, but I've never really had time for it. Never had a computer to be able to do stuff like that. Now I kind of do, and I just don't have the time to function properly. I have actually been spending some time with game dev stuff again. I used to like me and my friend used to work on this card game all the time because when we were younger, like we wanted to make a video game, and again, it's one of those things where like I made a bunch of cards, I made an entire game system but like the actual coding side was just a lot, and then we needed money for things like card art, which I didn't have. I was very poor. Like before I got this job, I was very, very poor. Like I am probably like middle class now, like just for like being stable. But before this, I was definitely like just struggling to be alive. So I went before I got the job at the hospital I currently work in. I was working about like 100+ hours a week at restaurants and different things, and just doing a bunch of side jobs and stuff, just to pay bills, just to pay my dad's medical bills. And because like my dad accrued like a ton of medical bills, like I it's something I don't like to talk about, but my dad like accrued like $500,000 in medical bills because he became disabled when I was about like 15. And like that's one of the reasons I had to drop out of like a lot of things. Like I just had to work because we just could not afford things at all, and my mom couldn't handle things on her own. So like I just had to work, and I just been working ever since. Like $500,000 is a lot of debt, not to mention you want to be able to actually eat food and pay bills still with debt and things like that. It's just complicated, and your life just kind of goes by fast when you're just trying to be alive. And it just sucks. I feel like I miss a lot of opportunities, or I have missed a lot of opportunities, and I continue to miss opportunities because I'm just, even though I'm in a better position now, I still feel like I don't have any time. Yeah. That, that really is like the sucky part is like I like people have told me like, oh well, why don't you just leave and live on your own? And it's like, well, I don't want my mom and dad to just, starve to death. I'm not a heartless fucking monster, you asshole. And maybe I'm a weird person, because like when I tell people that, they're just like, well, your family can just figure out how to survive on their own. And that's like, well, that doesn't work that way, bro. Like, what the fuck? Do you think that they're just gonna find money off the money tree and just be fine? Like, this is just not how life works. Like, I wish it was, all right? I wish a lot of things. Ugh, basically, like, I just, I don't know. I want I want to just do better. I want to be able to do better at the streaming stuff. I want to do more. I want to work on my video game on the side. I want to work on I want to do I want to do what Freud does. Just become a priest, sure. um I want to be able to like go on and make a video game while streaming, like and do updates like that, and be able to stream and make content that I want to make. And that's all stuff that I'm gonna work on. Like I'm gonna keep trying to for this new job after I get back. It's just been a really hard like month, like an emotional month. I just I just needed to do this update, like this video update, because I just wanted to talk. I know there's not a lot of people that are gonna watch this or be here on stream, and the people who are here, I really appreciate that you are here, because like I don't know, it's just there's so much going on. I wanted to be upfront about it, like open. I've never been a person who's like, I don't like lying. I don't like putting on a facade as much as I wear a mask on my character model. Like this is always just me. Like here, even though I'm on a VTuber model, I've always just been as genuine as possible. And I want people to know, like, I'm not just like avoiding streaming or not wanting to be here or feel like streaming is a burden, because I don't think it is. and I just think that I genuinely just can't do the things I want to do because just my life has always been a very complicated infrastructure of just stuff, like, and I just want to do more, and I can't right now. So I just wanted to make a video to tell everybody, you know, what's going on, why I'm not around right now, and what the future may look like. If I get this new position and I can work better hours, I promise to do as much streaming cool crap as I can. But first I'm gonna go to Japan. I'm gonna take a 2-week vacation. Maybe it will clear my head better and I'll feel better because of the crap that's going on in my life. Maybe the trip will help me feel better. Maybe it will make me not feel better and I'll just quit streaming for a while and just give updates. I know. For anybody who comes in my streams like on a regular or just wants to hang out and just likes me for me, I appreciate that. But I wanna give better content to people who are here, and I wanna be the content creator I want to be. Like, not just somebody who hits the go live button and is just there with a blank soul and just online for some reason. You know, if I'm gonna play games like that, I'm just gonna do them like with my friends and just stop streaming and just do other things. Because there's no point, there's no effort, there's no soul in it. Like there's no there's no what I want to be there. The soul. um it isn't what I want. I want to be better and I want to do better and I want to do things that are fun and I want to be great. I want to do great things. I want to do things that are different. And I don't want to just be here. I don't want to just show up. I don't want to just show up here and just be here. I want to do things. I want it to be interesting and I want it to be fun. So that's basically it. I'm going to go for this trip next week and I will update you guys with pictures on my Discord and I will update people about my job stuff and streaming stuff, but basically I won't really stream anything about streaming until like August. And if I don't get this new job, I might be taking a extended break from streaming for a while just because I just don't want to. I don't want to like do it right now just because of just life. It's nothing to do with streaming. Like I love streaming, but I want to do what I want to do. I want to be able to make what I want to make. I can't do that right now. All right. I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight and talking to me and asking questions and listening to me rant like a fucking lunatic about stuff that's probably unfortunately more common than it should be in life. Most people can't follow their dreams and we just kind of work until we die, right? But I want to do more. So until next time, I will catch you guys on Discord for the people who are on my Discord. What made you go to Japan? Oh, my sister invited me to go to Japan. She's paying for it. I don't talk about my sister much. But she invited me. My sister just kind of lives her own life. I take care of my parents, and my sister just does her own thing, which is fine. I have nothing against my sister. I understand, you know, that she wants to live her own life, and my parents are a bit of a burden in some ways. It's not their fault, but you know, life's complicated. But she invited me to go to Japan and she's paying for it, so I took the opportunity to go. I don't have any really bad relationship with my sister or feelings about things. We just have our own separate lives, which is fine. You know? It's just how it is. I love my sister, I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my family, I love my grandma. I love my streams. I love my friends. I love chat. I love all my mods. I love everybody. But I wanna love me too. And until I can love me and make the things I wanna make, I think it's better that yeah, we just end it here for now, and I will update people on my trip, and I will do other things, and I will see people in their own discords and their own streams in the future. I always like to lurk, and I always like to hang with my friends, and I hope you all understand where I'm coming from with all this bullshit. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Bye bye.